way of Huntington Beach, California, he is the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe! And his opponent to my left, he weighs in tonight at 220 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending PWX Heavyweight Champion, the Charlotte, North Carolina, Cedric.
We have seen history made already here. The line has been drawn. However, there has never been a bigger big fight atmosphere in any venue that PWX has ran. It could be because this may be the biggest fight that PWX has ever put on. Cedric Alexander defends the PWX title against the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
I think this absolutely is the biggest fight in the history of PWX, as you have got two world-class fighters here.
Cedric Alexander, early on in this matchup, leaving the ring, possibly giving some mind games on the Samoan submission machine. I think, though, he is basically throwing spitballs at a battleship doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a different Cedric Alexander than we've seen ever before. More cocky, more confident, more braggadocious. And, you know, Samoa Joe is not going to back down from anyone or anything. So I don't know if these mind games are going to work for Cedric Alexander's favor or not. Samoa Joe cranking on the wrist.
Thing is, Samoa Joe, one of the great all-time athletes in professional wrestling, deceptively agile. A man his frame should not be able to pull off half the things that he is able to pull off. And also his moniker, the Samoan submission machine, especially that rear naked choke he likes to use. So dangerous and so much the biggest threat to Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, this is a guy that has trained diligently for over a decade. MMA, I think even some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in his background. Right. This is a world-class fighter, even going beyond wrestling and beyond a wrestling match. Samoa Joe is a world-class fighter in multiple disciplines. He will have everything in that wealth of knowledge to use against Cedric Alexander here tonight.
And the thing is, you're seeing it right now. Cedric Alexander may be the best wrestler in the world right now. I've heard it said by several officials. I've heard it begrudgingly said by a lot of our fans. But Cedric Alexander, he is our champion for a reason. He gets fights with guys like PJ Black, like Samoa Joe right now, like Jimmy, like Chris Hero, because these men know that they have an opportunity to face one of the greats in the business right now.
You talked a little bit earlier about the Dream Match series, and you just rattled off a lot of the names from the Dream Match series. Cedric Alexander, for well over a year, faced all comers. Some of the biggest and best names in the entire industry stood across the ring from Cedric Alexander. But I cannot overstate enough that Cedric Alexander has never stood across the ring from anyone like Samoa Joe. Because there is no one like Samoa Joe.
Absolutely not. And Cedric Alexander, in that interview, I fear that he is selling Samoa Joe short. He's just another guy that I'm going to barrel over. He's just another guy that I'm going to hit that COD on, hit that brain buster. I go home, I keep my belt. That's why I pressed him, because I don't think Cedric Alexander knew what he was getting himself into coming into this matchup, and now that just plain disrespect.
If that is the case, that is a catastrophic miscalculation by Cedric Alexander. Samoa Joe will literally tear you apart.
He's torn living legends apart. Kurt Angle,
Sting, Jushin Thunder Liger, Kenta Kobashi. The men that Samoa
CM
Joe,
Punk.
absolutely, the men that Samoa Joe has stood across the ring from are the elites in our industry. Cedric Alexander has beat some tremendous wrestlers, has been in the ring with some tremendous wrestlers, but there's just nobody like Samoa Joe. Cedric, the pace, swing and a miss, big drop.
That is why he is one of the best in the world, whether these people like it or not.
Look at the confidence in Cedric Alexander's face.
He is so confident. He is borderline cocky, but when you're that good, sometimes you have every right.
A little too much celebration there.
Yeah, Cedric, he is not taking Samoa Joe as seriously as we would have hoped he would if he wants to retain his belt, but he is still taking the fight heavily to Samoa Joe.
Yeah, he's hanging in there with him, but man, there's just no time for hot dog, and there's no time for showboating. See ya.
Oh! Well,
Trademark Samoa Joe right there.
speaking of hot dogging Samoa Joe, that was just not even an effort in sidestepping, and now Joe clobbering Cedric Alexander in the corner.
Good Lord, look at how fast those hands are coming at Cedric Alexander. I wish I could have had a ticker on me. That was probably 25 unanswered shots or so.
Oh my goodness, and Samoa Joe, obviously with a boxing background as well. Fast, I don't think I've seen Sugar Ray Leonard go that fast, and there's that freakish agility of the Samoan submission machine.
Uh-oh. Cedric Alexander is in a place that he does not want to be, particularly if Samoa Joe should decide that Cedric Alexander has a dirty face.
Absolutely. Oh gosh, I hope not. Well, Samoa Joe, remember this is a family-friendly show, pulls him out of the corner and chops him down just as quickly.
Alexander trying to seek refuge in that buckle. Uh-oh. Foot on the throat, foot on the face, uh-oh.
Man, I mean, look at that. That is just a face of sheer hatred and
Oh, he's got the
aggression.
foot.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh!
Cedric firing back. Chops. Look at the chest. Oh! The chest of Samoa Joe is already beat red just a few moments into this matchup. The chest of Samoa Joe is bright red.
And Cedric Alexander is getting the living. I have never seen Cedric Alexander take the beating that he has taken so far.
I'm standing up. I'm rocking back and forth in the booth. This is the super fight of PWX.
Oh! Wow! Running knee into the corner.
I suspected Cedric might have a dirty face.
Oh, God. Well, maybe missing a couple teeth more like.
Crowd wants to see another face wash.
Oh, my gosh.
Joe's measuring him. Ooh,
Oh,
Cedric stays alive.
Smart move by the champion. And wow, that face wash is something to be feared, and the way he felt it, my goodness. Joe, they say Joe's gonna kill you. I think it's getting pretty close in the early going.
No place in the world I would rather be right now than right here in Charlotte, North Carolina for the super fight, and Cedric Alexander is in the crowd.
Samoa Joe has basically laid the gauntlet to every professional wrestling organization on the independent circuit ever since he left Total Nonstop Action. And right now, in his sights, is Cedric Alexander. And again, I can't reiterate this, I have never seen Cedric Alexander take the beating that he has. And we've seen him in a lot of wars over the last year or so.
A moment ago, Alexander was literally hiding behind fans.
Well, Cedric Alexander appears to have regained, oh my goodness, he's regained the advantage. with that kick to Samoa Joe, who is sandwiched between Cedric Alexander's foot and the ring post.
Not a place that you want to be. Not a good tasting sandwich if you're Samoa Joe. And
oh my God.
Hey, headbutt a Samoan.
It had no effect. Oh my God, it had no effect.
See, if Cedric was a little bit more of a student of the game, he would know you can't headbutt a Samoan.
Oh my God. Samoa Joe still taking the fight as Cedric Alexander fighting so valiantly. But Samoa Joe just too strong, just too powerful. You are not going to win a slugfest with Samoa Joe.
Joe can throw 8, 9, 10, 12 strikes as quickly as I've ever seen anyone in 15 years of being in this great industry. Samoa Joe may have the fastest hands of any wrestler I've ever seen live with my own eyes.
I mean, I've seen Mike Tyson box, and yeah, you're absolutely right. I've never seen anybody throw hands in any sport as fast as he has. Cedric Alexander blocking that suplex, hangs him up on the top rope, and Samoa Joe hits his face on the bottom, on the hardest part of the ring, I should say, on the way down.
Yeah, could chip a tooth, could break your jaw. A lot of bad things can happen when your face and your jaw collide against the edge of the ring like that. Alexander plotting his next move here. Gonna get a running start.
Oh, look at this. Cedric Alexander, almost a modified baseball slide, takes out Samoa Joe. And for the first time in this matchup, it looks like Cedric Alexander has a decided upper hand. Once again, trying to trade blows with Samoa Joe. It appears that that one shot has turned this match entirely around for the champion. There's Cedric Alexander giving the crowd the what for. You gotta stay on top of Samoa Joe, and he's doing that to a certain extent with that elbow. Cedric Alexander mounts Samoa Joe in the corner and begins punching. I think we're gonna get 10 of these. Oh, and he bites him. Takes a bite out of Samoa Joe as well.
Alexander is stalking the challenger, and Joe fires away.
Oh my goodness, those jabs, so devastating. Off the ropes comes Joe. Kick to the stomach. Cedric Alexander with a snapmare takeover. Kick to the back of the head, a drop kick to the back of the head. Into the cover he goes. 1, 2, does not even hook the leg, so not even a 2 count, 1 only.
Absolutely, Rick Mitch Blaylock was right there, and Alexander is a little bit shocked and awed that it was only 1.
Oh wait, oh, elbow right to the nose.
Cedric standing tall right now at this moment. Gonna go to the chin lock. We talked about it earlier in the night. A lot of these, big, dramatic, spectacular moves and holds, you think you kind of get conditioned as a fan to look for the big finishing move, the big, spectacular maneuver. But man, a simple chin lock, anything. We talked about it in the submission match. Any of these simple little holds can hurt so bad. Take your arm, drive your chin up towards your brain and your inside of your skull. That's how bad a chin lock hurts. Joe has fought out of it though.
Oh yes, put a kick to the knee to the stomach. Some would call that a kitchen sink. Delays any further offense by Samoa Joe. And into the cover goes Cedric Alexander. 1, 2, once again, doesn't even hook the leg, so a 1 count, I should say.
The relationship between Cedric Alexander and his PWX crowd has been a topic of controversy in recent months. And, Craig, a couple times now, as Alexander has defended this championship, we have noticed that the crowd firmly against Alexander in the early moments of the matchups. But Alexander is such a phenomenal wrestler. He's so spectacular that the crowd forgets that they hate him and they get lost in watching him. That doesn't really seem to be happening tonight. The crowd is not really coming with Cedric Alexander like they usually do as the match progresses. They are firmly in the court of Samoa Joe tonight.
And honestly, when Samoa Joe hit the ring, I have never seen anybody in a PWX event. Whoa! Amazing move, signature Cedric. And into the cover he goes.
Shoulders down.
1, 2. This time he does hook the leg and a near fall. And Cedric Alexander, as great of a champion as he is, and as many talents as he has come through that curtain, as I was about to say, I have never heard a crowd react so positively and so fervently for anybody than Samoa Joe tonight.
There are a lot of great wrestlers in the world. PWX is privileged to work with a great many of them. There are a very finite number of people in this or any other profession who are just downright special. And Samoa Joe is special. Cedric Alexander is special. This is a super fight for the Premier Wrestling Experience Heavyweight Championship.
You talk about special. This is such a privilege to be here for PWX tonight. For more information on your Premier Wrestling Experience, go to PWX Wrestling on Twitter, at PWX Wrestling, PWXProWrestling.com, and find us on Facebook as well. These two men digging deep at this point, slugging it out. Cedric Alexander tries to leapfrog, but goes right into an inverted atomic drop, and a big boot by Samoa Joe. Wooden senton, and he goes for the cover. We can have a new champion here. Oh no!
He's one of the biggest sentons in the business.
By a very big man, 298 pounds, originally from the Isle of Samoa, now residing in Huntington Beach, Virginia. Or, excuse me, California, excuse me.
Oh boy!
Oh, huge power slam! One of the best in the business, but not enough to put away the champ. We almost had a new one.
I mean, we were seconds away from a title change right there.
Samoa Joe nodding to the crowd. He is firmly behind the driver's seat in this one. He's loosening in that arm.
Is it gonna happen? Are we gonna see a new champ? Oh!
Oh, that huge lariat.
The shorts!
Cedric had that one scouted.
Caught Joe in the head, too! Near falls are coming closer and closer, Craig.
Absolutely. I gotta believe a hook of the leg. He might have at least gotten a 2.5, maybe even the victory. Oh, backbreaker! That backbreaker, but oh my God, I think that hurt Cedric just as much as it hurt Samoa Joe.
Heads up!
He leads over, cover, 1, 2, Samoa Joe rolls the shoulder.
Two things that just happened that we have to address. Number one, 300 pounds almost of Samoa Joe came crashing down on the knees of Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander so worn down from not just that, but this whole contest, he could not put any body weight on the cover. Joe was able to easily throw Cedric off.
Oh,
and look at those hands.
Oh my God. Cedric Alexander coming back off, huge kick.
Caught Joe with the kick.
Reason why they call him kick to kill, those legs are so dangerous. They should be considered a lethal weapon. And Cedric Alexander, we've seen him fly. We've seen him fly already in this matchup. Could be going for that splash.
These ropes have not been kind to high-risk wrestlers tonight.
He goes and he hits on it. He's gonna retain. 2. Samoa Joe kicks out.
Brother, so close. So close.
And the look of desperation and shock is apparent on the face of the champion. It tells the story. He has done everything possible just to get control of this matchup, and Samoa Joe not going down that easy. He's removing the tape. I think at this point he's going to try to put the finishing touches on the Samoan submission machine.
He needs to stay off the referee.
Now Samoa Joe takes a forearm right to the face. The champion still very much in control of this matchup.
Still yelling at the official.
Oh my goodness. And
Now
now
for the brainbuster.
oh my God, did he get him? No, instead he got a suplex instead. Oh, the shades of Eddie Guerrero. Can he get 2 more? He's got him up again. This time with much more authority.
I'm not sure he can hold Joe up for that brainbuster. He's taking so much punishment himself. He may just have to settle for a string of suplexes here.
Ever so cocky. Oh, Samoa Joe plants him face first.
Oh boy.
And now, huge lariat.
That was the damnedest lariat I've ever seen. Both champion and challenger are down. This crowd is rocking.
Crowds are on the edge of your seat. Your announce team right now are on their feet. This is unbelievable. Like I said, biggest match in PWX history going down right now.
Count up to 4. Still got plenty of time. before either man would to be counted out, but I think they're both climbing back up already. I think I would have utilized that 8 or 9 count to catch my breath if I were one of them.
Well, they are almost both to a vertical base. Samoa Joe appears to have gotten there first, though, on spaghetti legs. So is Alexander, who walks right into a forearm, but reciprocates with one of his own. These men are going to trade blows until one of them falls to the ground. Oh, man, I thought Joe was going to go down with that one, too.
These are two prize fighters right here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
And the hometown boy, Cedric Alexander, the PWX heavyweight champion. A little bit of showboating. Obviously hasn't worked well for him before. Why would it help now? And there we go! Samoa Joe with those ever so quick hands doing their dirty work. Oh, jawbreaker. By Cedric Alexander, he's going for it. There's a concussion on delivery.
Caught him right in the jaw.
He wants to do another one.
Joe cannot get his legs under him. Joe is on rubber legs.
This could be it for
Joe.
Oh my goodness, he hit him again.
Joe is out on his feet.
He's been known to do a trifecta, and I think he's going for the kill shot here. Boom!
Drilled him with 3 of them.
And down goes Samoa Joe.
Cedric with fire in his eyes.
Cedric's going to retain. 2. He kicked out. Samoa Joe kicked out.
Referee Mitch Blaylock clearly says 2, and Alexander is near tears in the ring.
Oh my God. The tears are now turning to rage at this point. Can he lift him up to that brainbuster? That is the only thing that I can think of to put him away. But wait. Oh,
Caught him on the
huge
top
kick.
of the head. Caught him right on the top of the head. He may just chop this big tree down.
And another concussion on delivery.
Cedric
Is he going to
may have
try it
just
again?
chop this big tree down.
Coming in, charging. Oh, wait. Joe caught him. Joe caught him.
Samoa Joe is still alive.
Samoa Joe, the crowd is going bonkers. Samoa Joe.
Oh my God.
I think he's going for the muscle buster.
Set him up. Oh my
Oh my
God.
God, he's put somebody away. He hits this. We have a new champion.
Oh, he avoided it. Great move. Great move from the champion. He avoided it. Rolling
Cedric rolls
reverse.
through. Oh, wait. He's got the ring and choke.
Cocaine clutch in the center of the ring. Are we about to see a new champ here?
Cedric Alexander, miles away from the ropes.
Cedric
I don't know if he can reverse it. Wait a minute, it's Joe Skyler. Just attack the referee. And Cedric Alexander was tapping. Oh no! What have you done?
Samoa Joe should be the champion right now.
What have you done, John? Oh my God! Cedric Alexander was tapping to that rear naked choke.
Skyler made his declaration over a month ago to be the champion, and he has just robbed Samoa Joe like a thief in the night.
I can't believe this. And wait a minute. John Skyler now
continuing
attacking
to
Samoa
attack.
Joe.
Well, Mitch Blaylock got drilled right in the back of the head. There's no way he could even see it coming to brace himself, protect himself.
Oh my-
Mitch Blaylock is out, and look at this.
Oh my God, no way. Well, maybe he doesn't want to be the champion at this point. Now maybe he's aligned with them.
What is
Oh,
going
come
on here?
Cedric, what are you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the revolt.
Are you kidding me?
Caleb Conley and Zane Riley are now taking the fight. John Skyler, oh my goodness.
Caught him from both sides.
Look at that, oh.
Ow.
Great tandem offense. And Samoa Joe, he's not only up, he's angry. Oh wait, and the revolt got him in the corner.
Oh my God, they are feeding John Skyler to Samoa Joe.
Good, he cost Samoa Joe the PWX championship. We should have a new PWX champion. Instead, we get this as a consolation prize. Muscle Buster to the Southern Savior. Good, hope it sends you right to hell.
Alexander is fleeing.
Samoa Joe stands tall, but was robbed of the PWX Heavyweight Championship. And remember what I said about Cedric Alexander earlier? I take it all back.
for an emotional Craig Veltri.